Hi there, how are you, third graders? It's Mr. Zunig again, and today we have a reading lesson. Remember we read Let's Play Ball like 2 times? So today we'll be trying to solve the questionnaire on it. And this is the story for those who forgot, okay? So that's what we're doing today. So, have your book with you, Journeys. Notebook is not really necessary. So, you know what? I'll take it out from this list. No notebook. Okay. Pencil, you definitely need it. Eraser, absolutely. Sharpener, get one. And be on your book on page 44. Okay? Page 44. Okay? Page 44. Okay, I hope you remember this. This part of the story. We learned that Lois Grippo is the author, and that we were told that kids all over the United States may play baseball in a league. It's kind of professional, and most towns have a chance to make kids join a league, a team, and boys and girls can also play. And well, it's a real thing in the United States and in other nations like Japan, India, and so on. So let's go over the question. This question, okay? Have your pencil with you. Feel free to pause the video when you want to write, so you have enough time, okay? So you don't have to rush. Okay, question says, how is a league different from a team? And of course, you are absolutely welcome to write your own answer. But if you feel like my answer fits better than your answer, you can also copy it. You can always copy my answer. But if you do copy my answer, don't forget to use quotation marks and to give me credit. We give credit because otherwise we'll be committing a crime whose name is plagiarism, and we won't do that. By the way, it's a good chance to remind you of this space. This space is indentation. The Spanish for indentation is sangria. It's a bit of space we leave only in the first line of a paragraph to make it easier to recognize by the reader. So don't forget that. So let's go over my answer. What is a difference between a league and a team? I think that a team is made of some players, but a league is made of teams. Okay, so copy all these if you want to copy my answer. Feel free to pause the video if you need to. And don't forget to use cursive handwriting, okay? Right here, my cursive, it's a bit more like printing to avoid confusion. But in the coming questions and answers, you'll see the cursive is more complex. Try to copy it like that. Okay, time to continue. Page 45. Page 45, this one. You probably remember we read about this man, Carl Stutz, who was interested, like 70 years ago, kids could play in baseball teams. He thought that playing baseball was a good way to teach teamwork, and he was right. So that's why he and some neighbors raised the money and got some donations and created the first little league. So let's go over the question. How did Carl's neighbors help start the little league? And I think that the way they helped is really stated by the author when she says they raised $35 to start 3 teams, comma, they got stores to donate uniforms. So that's why I wrote Lois Grippo says. Do the same if you copy from her, but if you copy your own answer, you don't need to do that. Indentation, don't forget this, leave some space. Quotation marks, that's also important. Before and after my quote. a comma over here, the symbol of dollars. And don't forget to give credit to Lois Grippo by saying Lois Grippo says. Alrighty, page 46. Let me turn my book to that. In this part, we were told that the very first Little League, its game was played on June 6, 1939. The Lundy Lumber team played against the Lycoming Dairy, and the Lundy Lumber won. And today it's way different because 80 countries around the world participate in this league. Honduras is also included in this list. Did you know? Well, the book doesn't say that. It's a fact from me. And it's the biggest organized sports event or program in the world. There's nothing like that. Even football is not so organized as this, as the Little League. So, there's a question for that. Do you think Little League is more popular now than in 1939? Don't forget, you write it over here. And here my answer, yes, because Little League plays in 80 countries nowadays. Mr. Z, that's me, explained. Don't forget, indentation, quotation marks. And let's continue with the next one on page 47. Page 47, let's give a bit of review. On this page, we learned that baseball players learn many skills. They run very fast, they hit the ball. They also need to tag runners and throw the ball to other players. And we are told how a team is really important to work as that if they really want to do their best in any game. So here's the question. You write your answer over here. My answer says, Mr. Z added, enhance communication and be friends. Remember, you are welcome to write your own answers as long as they make sense. Let's go over page 48. And on page 48, we read that some great baseball players started in Little League, like Carl Ripken Jr. He played for the Baltimore Orioles. And he was very famous, so famous that the fans cheered whenever his name was pronounced. He played 2,632 times in straight games, in a streak. And he's in the Baseball Hall of Fame. It's like a very famous museum for baseball players. So let's go over the question. How did fans show that they loved Carl Ripken? Well, I found out that Lois Grippo has that answer when she says they cheered when the announcer pronounced his name. Don't forget the indentation. Don't forget to use cursive handwriting. Okay, page 49. On this page, we are told that many little players, very little league players, do not become baseball players when they are grown-ups. For example, Chrissy Wendell, she was more into hockey, and she's a medalist. And another one became a vice president. You should find out who was that. And we are told that, again, that this game teaches many skills, especially teamwork. And my question goes like, tell about a job where it is important to work as a team. Explain. And I wrote professional, football, teaching, construction, etc. Mr. Z says. So that's my opinion, fellas. I think those jobs need teamwork. It's a must in them. And let's go over page 50. On this page, we are told about some facts about the Little League. And we are told about some famous players that started in the Little League and now are in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Here the question, here your answer goes. So, question says, what do you think a player must do to be in the Baseball Hall of Fame? And I wrote, be a very famous baseball player. Alrighty then. We are about to finish page 51. It's this one, and we have a questionnaire. And all the questions have a little hint. It's like a clue, like some support or help for you to know how to find out the answer. And let's go over them. Number 1. How do you think fans affect the way teams play baseball? There's a hint that says, think how you feel. Oh, no, it's not feel. It's think how you feel. Let me correct that right away. Okay, here it goes. Think how you feel when people cheer on you, when people say Carlos, hey, Maria Fernanda, hey, Victoria, hey, bravo, David, yeah. So, how do you feel? Well, you can write your own answer. If not, I have mine. They give positive support to the team by cheering up, Mr. Z said. Don't forget to give me credit if you copy my answer. And don't forget the quotation marks and comma. Okay, question number 2 says, why did Karstast think baseball was good for kids? There's a hint on page 45. I already checked it, and it says, it was a great way to teach teamwork. I used the answer by Lois Grippo, by just quoting her work. Okay, number 3. How can you tell that Car's neighbors thought Little League was a good idea? And I have a hint on page 45. I checked it, and I came up with this answer. They help. You know what? I'm gonna change this answer. I prefer past. We can have it in present, but we'd better have it in past. Actually, the conjugation went wrong too. Okay, that was my bad. They helped him a lot, Mr. Z said. And there's a final. Oh, there's no other question. We're done. Okay, don't forget to double check your work. Check you use quotation marks. Check for capital letters. Check for period. Check anything, so I don't have to ask you to repeat your work. And check you actually used cursive handwriting. No printing, please. Alrighty then. Since you finished your job, we can say good job, and I send you this little gift. It's a picture from Minecraft. It's Pac-Man. It's Pac-Man, like chewing things, like the ghostos, the peels, and the cherry. Alrighty, kids, have a wonderful day. Best wishes, best regards. Bye bye.